Are you drinking alcohol right now? Yes, I am. I've been working hard all week and I feel like I deserve this. I've earned this. It's Monday. It's Monday. Shut up.
Half of me wants a cold beer. Yeah, that cold hard truth is. Yep, half of me wants a cold beer and the other half does too. So anyway, guys, as just seen, I cleaned the mirrors real good. Got that little fog off of them a little bit there, so they're looking good, getting ready. I am going to put the borders around there, like I said. I'm going to be running up to Home Depot here probably in the next couple days to look at what they have and try to figure out which one I think would look good. But I think for right now, I'm going to get new decorative plates, I think, too. I'm going to replace that switch or that plug right there, and I'm going to replace that plug right there. I have bright white plugs, which is like, you know, what everything else is in here that I put in, so I'm going to replace those here shortly. And while I'm at Home Depot, I'm also going to look at some like decorative face plates for the plugs like that, because I think that I don't like the way that looks. The mirror on the mirror, I don't know, let me know what you think, but it just it doesn't look right to me. It just looks kind of out of place, like they just took something and stuck it on there to try to make it match. But I don't like the way that looks, so I'm going to look into getting something a little bit different on that. But I'm going to dive into that now, and here we go. I've got it now. If I would just take the time, there's one thing I gotta let you know before we do the things we're gonna do. I could never fall in love with you, 'cause I don't wanna love you, girl. I don't wanna try. Yep, that's one of my songs, so I can't get a copyright on that because I'm the owner of it. Anyway, as you just seen, I got the one plug in okay. Sticking out just a little bit, but it's tight against the mirror and everything. But the problem is this plug over here, for some reason there's some type of backing behind the mirror on this side, which makes it come out a little bit further. So these screws to mount it into the box are too short, and so are the old ones for this particular plug. So when I run up to Home Depot to check out the molding for the mirror, I'm going to have to see if I can just get longer mounting screws for that, so I can get it in there and get it flush with the mirror. But for some reason, there's like an extra, maybe 1/8 of an inch behind this mirror on this side. It's not on that one, because that one went in fine. It's only on this one, and you can feel it. You put your finger in there, you can feel the distance. The thickness is a lot thicker. So, with that being said, I'm going to have to get longer screws in order to finish putting that one in. But anyway, guys, that looks good, I think. That looks good. This one here has a couple USB ports in it for, like, you know, maybe like my shaver, and, you know, not that I, you know, really use it that often, but it's got a couple USB ports in there for different kinds of stuff. But I need to get the longer screws. Darn it. And it also took me a while to figure out how to wire that up, because the wiring nuts or screws are different on that one. you got to put them both in on the same screw. And so like normal plugs have a top screw and a bottom screw, to where if you got 2 wires, you can put one on the top and one on the bottom. This one didn't, and only had one for each one for the hot and one for the neutral. But you could hook up 2 going through the back. There's a slot in the back where you push it in and it goes underneath the plate. The 2 go under the plate and then you tighten it down. So that's what I did. Now, I haven't kicked on the breaker yet. I'm gonna go do that right now, and hopefully it won't snap. I'll take you with me, let's go. Now, as many as you know, I don't have a lot of luck with flipping electricity on after I replace something, but we're gonna try it here. It's this one right here. There we go, 1, 2, 3. Woohoo, it stayed on. Okay, so I'm guessing everything is good. I'm gonna go test them now just to see. Be back with you in a second. All right, guys, they all work. I got a little nervous there for the one over here, which, you know, now that I'm looking at it, that's not a ground fault. I think I'm gonna have to replace that anyway. I think I need a ground fault in there. Yeah, I did not realize that. I'm gonna have to replace that. But anyway, that looks good for now. I'll figure it all out in a little bit. Talk to you later. Alright guys, so I'm getting ready to go out and cut those tree branches off of my queen pound. So this is what I'm gonna do to fight the heat. It is 1 o'clock in the afternoon and it is 114 degrees out right now. So the first thing I'm gonna do, you're gonna have to ignore my sexy body here, but I'm going to wet my shirt. I wish I could do this when I work. They won't let you know. There you go. Ooh. That's nice and cool. Next, I got my bucket hat. I'm gonna wet my bucket hat. So, and I got my cooling towel. Now, this isn't in ice water, this is regular water. Normally when I use these during the day, I have a little cooler with a bunch of ice in it and water, and I dip them in the ice water. But for now, this is just going on my head like this. I'm gonna put the bucket hat over it. I got my wet t-shirt. Let's go outside, guys. Alright guys, I'm just gonna cut off a couple branches today, I think, just to clean it up just a little bit. Alright, well that's it for now, guys. Got a little bit more off of there, came up pretty easy. Back of my shirt's almost dry already. I'm gonna go pick all that up, put it on the side, and then that's gonna be it for today. Later, guys. You know what? I think I figured out how to keep my house cool. Now, I'm not gonna do this during the week when I work, but this morning, right now outside, it is 96 degrees and the feels like temperature is, camera shut off, it was just outside. It's getting hot, overheating. It is 96 degrees with a feels like temperature right now of 113. Now, I got up this morning at like 7 o'clock. I came out here, I turned my air conditioning unit back on because at night I shut it off because I used the window one in the bedroom. But I turned this on at 7:30 this morning. Now, it's been running, and it does shut off periodically now, but it's keeping the house at 82, which is what I have it set for. But like I said, I'm not going to do that during the week because I'm not going to cool the whole house an entire day for 8 hours while I'm not here, while nobody's here. I mean, that's completely ridiculous to waste all that electricity and stuff. But when I get home, which it's been okay, but not okay. When I get home, the house is like 87, 88 degrees without having it on. Then I kick it on, and it usually takes about an hour and a half, 2 hours to get it down to 85, 84. It won't go no cooler than that. But with that being said, on the weekends when I'm home, when it's this hot outside during this heat wave, I think I got to kick that thing on 7:30 in the morning, 7:30 in the morning. And the house is staying cool. Right now it's 1:15. It's 113 degrees outside. It's staying at 82 degrees. Now it is running a lot, but can't do anything about that. But they did say in about 6 days it's going to go back down to 90 and it's going to cool off. We're going to get some rain. So I can't wait for that. But I am done for the day, guys. I did a whole bunch of stuff this morning, a bunch of stuff in the house. I just trimmed that tree up outside. I'm done. I'm done. I'm just going to sit down. I'm going to go. I think the Bears preseason game is on now. I'm going to go turn that on, take a look, see how they look right now in the preseason. I don't really care about preseason, but I'm going to go take a look. Later. All right, copyright. All right, guys, while you weren't looking, I went ahead and ran and got a new ground fault interrupter for the master bathroom here, which I'm glad I did, because after checking it and testing it, it controls that outlet, and the outlet in the other bathroom. So it protects all three of these plugs in the bathrooms here in case they get wet, to be ground fault, knocked out. Now, I did have an issue. I hooked that one up backwards first, so it didn't work at all. And then I ended up breaking the screw off of the terminal when I was trying to reconnect it. So I'm sending that one back to Amazon saying it didn't work. I went to Home Depot. I bought a good one for, it was like $10 more than the one I got from Amazon, which you get what you pay for, obviously. So I got the better one, hooked it all up. Everything is working fine, looking beautiful. I was going to also do these lights today, replace those light fixtures, but it is running very late now since I had all that problem and the issue with that plug there. And I also replaced this one. The one I put in the other bathroom there with the USB ports in it, I put in this bathroom over here. So that's going to be in that bathroom now. I got the new one. Oh, I also got these new faceplates. They're like silver. They kind of match the mirror type a little bit. They don't have silver plugs, or if they do, I didn't really think about it. But I got the silver faceplate. I think that looks good on the mirror like that. I think I'm going to leave that like that. And while I was at Home Depot today also, I looked at the molding for around there, but I didn't want to grab that today because it's probably going to be several weeks before I get to doing that. So for now, I got that done. It is Sunday afternoon, coming up on 3:30. I'm just going to go maybe sit outside. It's 114 degrees outside again today. Maybe go sit outside for a little bit. You know, those of you that know me know I like to sit in the garage. Whenever I'm home, I'm sitting out in the garage. I'm watching TV. These past 4 or 5 afternoons, it's not even enjoyable. I sit out there and I'm just sitting in the chair and I'm sweating like crazy. I got the fan going. It doesn't do anything. You're blowing around 115 degree air. It's crazy. I've never, ever been through a summer this hot. Ever. And neither has anybody else. This has never happened before. So, one for the record books for sure. We've had, down here, they said on the news last night, we have had 6 days in a row of breaking records. We have had 8 days in a row of heat warnings and excessive heat warnings. The last 5 days have been excessive heat warnings, which means the temperature is going to be 113 or higher throughout most of the day, and that's what it's been the last week. It's been crazy. We're living in a time where we're setting all these heat records and everything, and hopefully we never see another one like this again, but who knows. But I can't wait for it to cool down. By the end of the week, they're saying Thursday, Friday, it's supposed to drop back down into the lower 90s, which means the feel-like temperature will only be about 100, which will probably feel good with it being 115 out now. With it only being 100, it's probably going to be not bad. It's going to be like a nice fall day. But anyway, guys, that's it for now. I'm going to go try to sit outside for a little bit, maybe have a beer or two. I've been going all day since 8 o'clock this morning. All right, guys, I will talk to you later. Have a good evening, morning, afternoon, day, weekend, week, whenever you're watching this. Have a good one. Okay, guys, I just ordered a 28-inch pizza because I got a really good deal on it. Look at the size of this box. It's sitting on my table. Thing is huge. Oh my God. I got that pizza for the same price as a 16-inch pizza. I'm gonna have pizza for the next 3 days. Just wanted to show you that. Later, guys. Good day, everybody. This pizza that I got, a 28-inch pizza. Look at the size of my hand. Compared to this thing. This thing is freaking huge. I got it for the same price as a large. Because when I called them, they said they had a 28-inch that the order was canceled or something like that, and they wanted to know if I wanted it for the price of a large, which was $21. And I said, how big is it? He says 28 inches. Not really thinking how really big 28 inches actually is. So I said, sure, I'll take it. Well, first I asked him what was on it. And it's got pepperoni, what do you say? Pepperoni, mushrooms, and something else. I forget what it was, but they were fine with me. So I said, yeah, I'll take it. So I had 2.5 pieces, and I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 full pieces left. I think I'm gonna throw a couple of them in the freezer. I gotta put them, here's a 1-gallon bag, guys. 1-gallon bag. It's not even gonna fit. It's not even gonna fit in a 1-gallon bag. That thing is humongous. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap this all up and I'll throw it in the fridge. That's gonna be my dinner for probably the next 2 or 3 days. So anyway, guys, just wanted to show you how large, and that's a 28-inch pizza. There are places that have like 30-inch pizzas, it's huge. But anyway, just wanted to show you that. Later, guys.